Well, good evening, good people and Eagle fans. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. We're about an hour away from Thursday Night Football, week number 8 already. Wow, starting out. This season is literally flying by. I can't believe it. So, you better enjoy it. Because before you know it, the season's going to be over. So we have an interview here from yesterday with DeMarvion Overshown, and it might be some problems for Dak Prescott.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Yeah. DeMarvion Overshown said he's looking for that comeback of the Player of the Year award. So let's go to the tape and listen to this, because Agent Zero, if he's anywhere near where he left last year, it will be like a big free agent signing for the Dallas Cowboys of getting some more help. Let's go to the tape.
Let's welcome to the show a man that is defying incredible odds to return to the field this year, the pride of Arp, Texas, and the Dallas Cowboys, Agent Zero himself, DeMarvion Overshown. An absolute pleasure, man. Thank you so much for coming on.
Man, I definitely appreciate you having me.
It's our pleasure, truly. I'll jump right in. So after tearing your ACL, MCL, and PCL, the Cowboys announced on December 10th, 2024, DeMarvion, that you would be out indefinitely. What have the past 315 days been like for you?
Look, they've been nothing short of a blessing. When I tell you I've been blessed, I think throughout this year, constantly I've been shown God's grace and his mercy. I felt like I've smiled every day since the injury, so I haven't lost a step. I've been blessed. I got engaged. I had a baby boy. So it's been a lot of blessings going on in my life since that day. So I can say, man, my life's just been going up. Of course, recovering for the knee. That was just another thing added to the plate, but I've been there before. And, it's not fun to say that I've been there before, or nobody wants to go,
you never get there
go
again.
through rehab to that extent again. But I walk by faith. So, as soon as the injury happened, as I was walking off the field, actually, some of the first words I said to my trainer, Britt Brown, was, let me know the timeline. Let me know what I got to do, and I'm going to beat it. I felt that whole night. Matter of fact, I listened to a song called Lord Do It by Zodiac Cortez. And the whole song is basically, just a testimony of, man, just letting go and letting God. And, everything going to work out in your favor. And it did. So I'm excited. I'm excited to get back out there. Look, watching football, especially for somebody like me that's passionate, that football has done so much for me and my family that I feel like I owe so much to this game. I owe it to my teammates, and I owe it to myself to just go out there and use that platform to shine and show God's grace. So I'm excited. Look, I'm built up right now, just ready to put on my helmet tomorrow. So I'm excited.
You're ready to strap up right now. You've been waiting.
Look,
it's been a minute.
Right now, I got cleats, I got a helmet, I got shoulder pads from high school here at the house. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody showed up to play football right now. I line it up in my backyard.
So as you were leaving the field, you told the trainer?
I said, let them know. They done the field checks on my knee, the common knee check. Is it an ACL and stuff? So, after doing those tests, they had already knew like the causes and what the major issues was it. So, I knew he asked, do you want the cart or do you want to walk off the field? And I already knew like I wasn't going to be on the field the rest of the year for some time. So I told him, you know what, just help me up. I'll walk off the field. And yeah, as we walking off the field, I'm asking him like, bro, just let me know. You don't even have to tell me how serious the injury is. Just let me know how long you think and what I got to do to be back. And he did. And now we both get the hug, and I know we'll share some tears tomorrow before I go out there and practice for the first time.
What did he say the timeline would be at that point?
He said, it's too early to tell you that right now. He was like, I don't want to I don't want to give you a timeline and, it not be correct, because things like this, takes times. And, for a minute, he was like, depending on how the season going, like, you might not play. It might not be a 2025 season for you. So he had to, let the reality be the reality, just to, how major the injury was. But, he said, but a guy like you that, he done seen me work. He said, we can have you back by mid-season if that's what you really want to do. And I told him that's what I want. And we never looked back from then.
D, having gone through this before and understanding what it takes mentally, not just physically, to recover, how do you think you're better from this now?
Oh, way better. Way better. I feel like, 80, 90% of the battle coming back from an injury is the mental part of it. So earlier on, I feel like if you get that out the way, after the surgery days, and, just keep your spirits up. Like I say, keep your faith up. I feel like that's the big part of it. A lot of people get down because, like I say, you take something away from us that means so much. Like, a lot of people look at it as a game, but that game is our life. It's been our lives for decades. It's something that we put our heart and soul into, and sweat and tears. So, just having that mindset of, this is up to me. The event had already happened. I can't change the past. The future is what I make it, and I had to keep that mindset every day, and, and smile while doing it. It's one thing to do it, but it's another to do it while smiling, and still being a joy in the locker room, and not being a Debbie Downer, to your teammates. So that's the most joy I got out of it, is just smiling while able to rehab.
What went into the number change? Because you have become Agent Zero. And it was
Oh, yeah.
I remember when you announced it, the team, it was really cool how it all came together.
Look, I think college, going to Texas, and when I made that switch to Zero, my career, I feel like it was kind of a shift in my career. That's kind of where a lot of people started noticing who I was once they made that Zero change. And it became kind of like an identity, on the field of, look, that's Agent Zero. And that's part of just, the way I play, like, being everywhere, being around the ball, just flying around, playing for the love of the game. So, when I got to the NFL, it was the first year. So that was already a sign, like, look, this is for me. Like, ain't nobody else repping Zero like me. So this got to be for me. But,
I have to stop this for a second because this is driving me crazy, okay? That plant behind him, we have had so many of them, and they are so hard to take care of. In fact, as I'm watching this right now, I have one of them where I'm literally soaking the roots of it I've tried everything with this plant. It actually makes me feel better because I'm looking at the leaves on his. He's got some brown spots and leaves. This leaf up here in the top is about to drop off, and this one's definitely going to drop because they lose leaves, and they're so heavy that when they fall, you hear thunk on it. Okay, I digress. Let's go back to the tape.
I went through the 35 my rookie year. Mr. Jones, he wasn't giving it to nobody. So I was like, okay, let me try again for my second year. He wasn't having it. So I went with 13. And I was actually sold on 13. Like, I wasn't gonna switch to Zero. Like, I
Get
had
rid of that
almost
13.
given up hope. I was like, look, Zero is for me. I know it is, but if it's not meant to be, look, 13 has been a lucky number. All me and my sons all born on the 13th. So look, I was gonna roll with it. I gave it one last chance. Paxton Anderson, best friend of mine from college, locker teammate, Jerry Jones' grandson. So it's getting close to December time, and they want to print my jerseys now.
Right, right.
13, starting to make a little plays. So, sell my jersey a little bit. So it's good. Like, I'm happy. I'm excited. But at the same time, like, I don't want to go through the process of doing it with 13 when it's still a chance, like, I can get my loving Zero. So I make one more phone call, and I'm like, look, all I need is a yes or no. If it's no possible way, I'm ride or die 13. We ain't changing no more. Look, my family already done bought 35, 13
Right,
jerseys. So
right.
I'm already in the hole. Like
Yeah.
I got to come back out of the hole. So I end up doing that. He was able to talk to his mom, Charlotte, and before I know it, like they telling me it's a go. We knew kind of right before the season ended. It's just like they didn't want the word get out because then I gotta do all the jerseys and stuff like that that's in and I didn't want to deal with that.
Well, dude, that is a hell of a story.
It's actually crazy. And to be honest, the crazy part is Paxton Anderson, when I was in college, he bought me like baby gifts. I was having my first kid.
Yeah.
And the baby gifts was all Dallas Cowboy stuff and stuff like that. Before I even became a Dallas Cowboy. So like our relationship was already close. So the fact that he was able to come through for me again like this, like, look, we locked in forever. Like zero. I told my family I ain't gotta buy no more jerseys. No, look, zero. We here to stay.
I can't get over that. The fact that it was Jerry Jones's grandson.
Grandson.
Oh my gosh, bro, I can't
Grandson.
get over this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Another guy you're locked in for life with, Bijan Robinson, who's like my little bro. We've been very close for a long time, and there's not a better person. There's also not a better football player. But he did say that you were the biggest badass he's ever played with. Obviously at UT. What do you think he meant by that?
From the first time Bijan came in, matter of fact, we worked out together. I was actually recovering from something, and the freshman got sent over to where we was. So I was his first workout partner for a little bit. And bro, I was amazed by how humbled he was because all I heard coming in was number one running back in the nation. Like he coming to take people's spot. Like, bro was out of the world, the most humblest person, most God fearing, most loving man in the like I've ever met. So it was already like, dang, like. But then when I saw him on the football field, it's like, hold on, this not the same guy that's like, ain't no way this is Bijan. Like 'cause under the helmet, he's like a dip. He's a menace. Like he's definitely. I tell people he do stuff that you don't see. Like it's video games type stuff. Like I feel like he's calculating moves before he's even hit, before he even make it the point. So it's like that's all God given. Like you can't coach what he has. And throughout our whole college, years, it would be, me being a linebacker, him being a running back, 1-on-ones. Okay, it's me and him first up. Or even in team periods, like inside run, like, look, I gotta fire my squad up and I'm talking trash to his O line. So what he gotta talk trash, he gotta run because it's inside run. Like we know what is going down. So I think we both bought juice to both sides of the ball. We both led in different ways, and that's one thing I can say about him. Man, he was a leader. Like he was a guy that people wanted to be like, not just like football wise, but as a man, a guy. Like people looked at Bijan as man. I want to be that guy. And so, man, the competitiveness in him was unquestionable. Like he said, he was a guy that wanted to win. So it made me better knowing that, look, I know this guy want to win, and he's talented to do it versus anybody. So it's one of those things where iron sharpens iron.
You saw him off the field, and he's the best guy. And then he gets on the field, and you're like, is that him? Because obviously you saw the tools, but you're like,
the tools, man, the aggressive, the nastiness,
tenacity, right?
It's like he do so it be nasty. It's like, oh my, like he's so nice, but if you catch him on the field 1-on-1 it don't matter if he finna run you over. It matter if it's open field. He finna juke. It's like it's not nice to be John. It's like you finna get something that's gonna embarrass you, but he's gonna shake your hand at the end of the play. But he finna make a highlight out of you.
Right, right.
But on the off the field, it's like, look, man, he gonna come and
he's
say
such
he gonna
a
be
sweet
nice
guy.
to you. Look,
Yeah.
he ain't you ain't gotta worry about him at all. Just the nicest guy. But on the football field, like he's gonna embarrass you if you don't bring your A game.
And how long did it take for you to realize that he was going to be like, he's a superstar? Like about 2 minutes?
It was really his training camp of his freshman year. He had little breakouts, flashes during team periods. but I believe it was like one scrimmage when he broke for like a 75, 80-yard touchdown, and it was just like untouched. It's like, okay, this guy is special. Like, he was putting it together at that point. At first, it was like, okay, he's a freshman running back, but then he became that freshman running back that we all end up seeing towards the end of the year. So we had already seen glimpses of it in practice, making one-handed catches. Like I said, putting people on highlight tapes. It was just a matter of time when he got his opportunity his freshman year. It's like, yeah, that's B. John Robinson.
Yeah.
Get used to hearing that name.
DeMarvion Overshown, top 5 Longhorn running backs.
East Texas, Rose, Earl County.
Great.
I gotta go Earl County just because that's home. And then I'll go Ricky Williams. I'm a big Cedric Benson guy.
Yeah, dude, he was unbelievable.
I actually met him my freshman year. He came to a class that we was all in, so we got to meet him. Rest in peace to him. But yes, I say him. Then I say B. John, and then I got Jamal Charles.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jamal Charles got to be on there.
Yeah, no, bro. He was one of those ones. Like, he had any crease, like it was a touchdown. Like, you got behind him, it was touchdown.
That's a hell of a list.
We RBU for a reason. That's all I gotta say.
Texas has had like iterations of DVU, LVU, RVU.
Look, we got it, and the fact that we rebranding ourselves as that again, like, look, that's the best part about it. Like, during my Longhorn years, we was not the best that we've been in decades, but I was able to see like a foundation being set, being built, a culture being like changed and being like implemented. Like, this is what we going to be built off. No matter what our record is, like, teams are going to know, like, this is Texas football. So being able to see that change and what it is now, man, that's why I'm proud to say, like, look, whatever they got going on, I trust in Sark because I seen what he made that program and how he changed the mindset of his players.
What is high school football like in Arp, Texas?
Look, it don't get no better. Look, I like to say one of my favorite movies is Varsity Blues.
A Varsity Blues.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What about
Great film.
So,
can I just interrupt you really quick? You know who I was just with last week? Scott Tweeter.
Tweeter. Yes. Yes.
And I mentioned
we had tweeters.
Yeah, you had tweeters.
We had tweeters. So that's the kind of, when I think of ARP football, I think of, man, the shutdown town Friday night lights, family, the people that you grew up with, packing the stands because most of y'all are on the same team or, family, friends of friends. So it's like the whole town is there. And like you travel. When the football bus leave or the band bus leave, it's usually like the cars following, and that's that small town football that, look, it don't matter how big the school is. I come from a town of 900 people, but it's gonna be 300 of those 900, 350 of those 900 at the games on Fridays, like packing the bleachers. So it's nothing better. It's nothing better. You don't need no 20,000 people stadiums. We gonna pack them. We don't matter where we at.
Texas.
We're going to go ahead and leave it right there. But Overshown is definitely happy to be back. They say he is moving incredibly well. They're also saying that Savon Ravel is moving quick without any problems thus far. Let's hope that stays that way because we definitely need them going forward. All right, good people. I appreciate y'all. See you about 45 minutes. Peace out.